Hey, grand rising, bright blessings, and all of the other beautiful things that I wish upon people. Today is the 7th of July, is Moon Day. The moon is changing, but we won't feel its effects until a little bit later on this afternoon as it's running into the energy of Sagittarius. Today is a portal day. Today is one of the most critical and crucial days for you as a person that is connected, because the universe is going to be offering all of us that are breathing air on this planet, breathing in the ether, your upgrades. There's significant downloads that are available for you. There are trajectory changes. There are adjustments to the personal timelines for you as an individual versus the timelines connected into Mama Gaia, and then reconnecting you into the things that are going to take place. That is how significant this particular day is. Meditate, ground, hydrate, do all the things that are required for you to grab this piece of information and learn how to come out of here and get into here to have and receive the best part of the information that's going to be coming down from your spirit teams, galactics, and whoever else is going on. Hit the 2 times button. I am going to go through each of the different zodiacs. This might be a little bit more fast and furious and a little bit more seemingly agitated today, but I cannot express to you how important this day in the opening of this Sirius portal opening, going to the 8-8 gateway, and there's even more that's going to be taking place on the 9-9. So, but let's start with today, because today is where you get rerouted, you get adjusted, your personal GPS get the gas that it needs, it gets the tires rotated, all the different things are going to be adjusting for you today. Let's jump in, here we go. Okay, first image I want to show you is the energy that we have going on with this formation right here. Half the damn planet is involved. The moon in Sagittarius, again, it's void until we get to about 5:30. Uranus moving into Gemini is the big deal. This is, everything is shifting and changing as it is meant to. We all know the historical value of the significance of every time these two are in alignment. There is a significant planetary shift and a shift in the way that the collective itself is thinking, moving, and it's not always very fun and fabulous, so you do need to understand that. However, from a personal perspective, this is why your teams are here on this day. Everything lines up perfectly. We know that Neptune went retrograde over the weekend in the sign of Aries, and so this is truth bombs for everybody on the planet. This is where you can no longer hide between shoulda, woulda, coulda. Today is the day where your teams are going to smack that ass just a little bit in order to put you in the right direction. Pluto and Aquarius, adjusting the changes. Okay, so we have 3 planets that are retrograde: Neptune, Pluto, okay, and the North Node. They're retrograde, which means we still have time to adjust what's getting ready to take place before they all go direct prior to the end of the year. And then we have Saturn, which is at the 1 degree marker of Aries. And so we do have a full moon in Capricorn, which is governed by Saturn, which means the agreements and the shifts that you are learning and putting into play today will be well supported, especially when we get toward this full moon and the remainder of those old energies, old codes, and other things that are no longer in your value proposition have got to roll on, homie, okay? And then we're looking at the energy of Venus now hanging out in Gemini. Even though Venus is having a positive power conversation today with Pluto, responsible for shifts and change, it's a little bit tension filled today. So there are some anxieties that are popping up within people, or potentially could be, because your body knows that something is about ready to shift. Let me change the map. Okay. 444 this morning is when Venus and Pluto are having their big conversation whilst Pluto is in retrograde. Okay, so now we have Neptune in retrograde till the end of the year. Those are the easiest points when Neptune has pulled off the way that you are seeing things from a fuzzy perspective, and Pluto is trying to change things. Mama Venus comes in here to try to do it in the most gentle way possible, but you have to agree that there's some shenanigans and there's decisions possibly that you've been holding yourself back from in order to make those decisions. Well, today's the day where none of that stuff is going to matter, because the universe is going to shift those things for you. One of the last transits we have today is the chatty Cathy of the universe, Mercury, having a positive conversation with what's going to be happening with this moon in Sagittarius, and that is going to be a little bit later, about 5. The last transit is where the Mars energy in Virgo, remember this is the speed, the aggressive energy mixing in here in a squared formation with that moon in Sagittarius. It could create a little bit of anxiety for people, but you could have already been woken up into feeling like something is shifting, and that is the accuracy of the whole day. The potential is so ripe with the ability to get things right that sometimes we feel a little bit anxious that we are doing things wrong. I will say this about that. You have to detach from how you thought it was gonna go, and you have to allow the universe to show you the adjustments for your personal journey. That's just basically what it's gonna boil down to. And then when you understand that, then you're gonna feel a lot better about the new direction that you need to take. So here's what I have to say for each of the different signs today. All of the fixed signs have one thing in common, but I'm gonna break it down. And that is, are you stopping yourself from doing the work? Where have you stopped yourself from doing the work? So let's start off with our Aries. The Aries is you've been hiding from making a decision somewhere. You've been hiding on one aspect, and today the universe isn't going to let you get away with that. You have to make a different decision today about where it is that you need to adjust your work or the way that other people are working with you. You have no choices because it will bite you in the butt if you do not. Cancerians, you have to work on you, especially with resources and finances. Don't care about what your husband, wife, girlfriend, cousin, brother, sister, and uncle is doing. You have to work on you today, and you have to secure your personal body, your personal self today. Open up that heart space. You guys have very open opportunity to get that done. Libras, the universe is already trying to share with you and show you something that needs to be adjusted as far as the way that you are unyoking yourself, or could be stopping yourself from bringing in the energy of the bag. You can't afford to do that with Mama Venus forcing these changes. Taurus and Libra, I mean, come on, you guys, you got to get it together, man. You got to get it together. You already know, so use this day to help you out with that. Capricorns, you have to get on the stick. Today you're making a decision. You have an easier opportunity to make a decision today because there's not really a wrong way that you can be perceived by the other person that it is that you're dealing with. So that's what I have for those energies that are fixed signs. If you are, or cardinal signs, if you are a fixed sign, okay, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, or Aquarius, the thing that's in common for you is the way that you need to be excited about the way that resources are going to shift for you. It's okay to acquire. It's okay to want more. It's okay to use the energy that you're receiving as long as you're doing something with it. I'm not going to get into a personal situation with you because that's you and what you have to decide. But Taurus, today is the day where you have to be okay with the decision that you made from a financial perspective, an investment that you made, or there will be that decision that's going to be coming up, and you have to just be okay with it and feel okay with feeling okay in also making adjustments in your security in one sense. For my Leos, the energy for you Leos is that it's going to be more about the way that you are putting the energy into yourself and less about how other people are looking at the way that you're doing things. You got to just be okay with being by yourself today and acquiring this information so that it will put you in a higher perspective for yourself. Also, similar with Scorpio, you have to unlock yourself from a concept. So if something has not been working for you and you're holding on to it for dear life, could be a business partner, could be a physical partner, something is slowing you back down from being optimistic about the way that you're acquiring things, and you really have to pay attention to that. That leaves our Aquariuses in here. The Aquarian energy is you have to be thinking about other people from a more balanced perspective, especially in your engagements when it comes to the way that you're trying to acquire resources and things of that nature. You're possibly shutting someone else's concept out, and you need to go back in and you need to listen to it. That leaves our mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, and Pisces. The common theme for you guys is going to be being excited about taking the next step, okay? So let's start it off like this. For our Virgos, today is a day where you have to be so excited about the fact that the universe is going to give you the upgraded plans that you are willing to step aside from what you thought it needed to be like and allow your teams to step in. Sagittarius, this is going to be one of those where you are going to be excited about moving forward from a person, place, or concept that has held you back in the past, and you know that you're moving forward in this new direction. Our Sagittarius and Pisces, similar. Pisces more so though, it's about you sticking up for yourself and where it is that you want to be received in those achievements and not anybody else. Everybody needs to get into their heart space today, get the information, reach out and touch someone if you need assistance. Many